Welcome to Live with Cody and Satori, the paranormal couple. The show will be starting shortly. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Now please welcome the paranormal couple, Cody and Satori.
I laughed so hard. Hi, everybody. How are you? I see some people starting to join us here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a minute since we've been live.
It's been since last year.
That's so corny. Don't even do that. I'm sorry, but let's just start this off right now.
Okay.
I think it's so corny when people are like, see you next year, or I'll worry about it next year. Like, no, you're going to worry about it in 24 hours. Like, that's just something about that joke just makes me go, like, it's just so bad. It irritates me. I don't know why. Do you have pet peeves like you have pet peeves like that? I know you do.
Yeah.
Certain things people say and do, you just kind of get like, yeah, you do. You do it all the time. You have something in your eyebrow. You do all the time.
No, not really.
Yeah, you do.
Not really.
You do, especially with me, but that might just be because it's me. Hey, everybody!
So last year was our last show, and I'm just making her upset, I think. So it's been a while. We're back. We're here. It's 2025. Happy New Year. We had a good Christmas, a good holiday. We went to a couple different parties, which was fun.
We did.
We had a RISEUP party that we went to, a little team party, which was fun.
My
where
family.
we wore sweaters.
Yes, we did wear
and
sweaters to that.
We wore different kinds of sweaters and stuff. You probably saw pictures online.
Oh my God, are there
and then-
pictures online?
Yeah. Of the sweaters?
Of the sweaters that we all wore to the RISEUP Christmas party? Because
I know
remember what
my
I was
sweater
wearing
is.
to the RISEUP Christmas
No,
party?
there's no pictures from the party. Just
Okay.
my sweater.
Okay, because I was worried that like there was a photo of me and what I wore to the RISEUP
No,
Christmas
we can
party.
find one.
No.
We can find one, I'm sure.
There's an inside joke to that. My parents decided they were going to get like these ginormous footy pajama outfits for all of the kids, and so we wore them, and like 2 years passed where I thought mine was just really cute. Come to find out, if you look closely, the print just is not right. And nobody noticed it until I wore it for like 2 years at Christmas parties. So I wore it again to the RISEUP Christmas party.
It's fun. It was fun. And then we went to a party, your family's Christmas Eve party, which was fun.
That was fun. We dressed up as characters.
Oh, yeah. So that was the theme, right?
Yeah, some of the family decided they were going to dress up as like their favorite characters from a Christmas movie that they like. So Cody and I decided that our Christmas character was going to be the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
Boom, here it is.
So we even went as far as to put I took blush and I put it on Cody's face to make it and put the lines to make it look like he got the iron to the face like they did in the movie. Cody cut open the beanie I was wearing and put feathers all over me. So it was a real fun Christmas outfit we did.
It was fun. And of course we did our big thing. I saw Dan and Celine in there and a few other people that were there in Gettysburg. That's always a good time.
We did the Gettysburg event.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we look forward to doing that every year. So next year, if you're in the Gettysburg area, we usually do it every year. We do an event at the Hoover House in Gettysburg or in Waynesboro, right on the outskirts of Gettysburg. And then during the day on the Saturday there, we go to the Christmas festival downtown. That's always a fun time.
That was fun. That is fun.
Yeah. So what else is new?
Not much, actually. I think so. The thing with this time of season, there's not a lot going on for like a month or two, and then everything starts picking up again for the year. So this is kind of the break period. So we're glad to be getting back into it. But I will say, I want to announce on here, since it's tomorrow night, I have a website now that's going to be dropping tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I am going to unlock the website. There's music, there's beautiful photos and design, and Cody helped with the whole thing.
Here's a quick
and
preview.
we'll show a little bit of a preview with it. So you can't see all of the website right now. It just says subscribe. So subscribe if you'd like to, and you'll get like emails and stuff from me through the website, updates, fun things like that. If we're doing a sale, it'll go through to whoever subscribed to the email first, things like that. But tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, handmadebyhaws.com is unlocking, and there is all sorts of things. Necklaces. We started making jewelry necklaces from pieces of haunted locations. So that's the haunted jewelry collection. We have crystals, bracelets, rings, keychains, all sorts of things like that. So feel free to check it out tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah,
okay.
Currently in 1 day, 22 hours, and 53 minutes.
Yeah, I
Coming
can't.
up quick.
Can't keep watching that thing. It's stressful. I'm nervous. I hope you guys like it. But subscribe to Handmade by Hawes. Right now, the Etsy is still up. It will be up until tomorrow around 12 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to deactivate everything on there. So there are a couple of necklaces and things still up there. If you're interested to check it out through Etsy, feel free. It's Handmade by Hawes on Etsy. But if nobody does purchase the couple of necklaces that are on there, they will be put in the newer drop with better photos and things like that. So just keep that in mind. I'm deactivating the Etsy, or at least shutting it down and putting an announcement thing.
Yep. So make sure you go to handmadebyhaws.com and sign up for the email list so you can get alerts on when the next drop is going to be and stuff like that. So
did you show some of the jewelry already? The teasers?
No.
No?
No.
I want to show them a couple of the things that are going to be up.
Any order here?
No. It's kind of random.
There you go. Oh, wait a minute.
That one's up right now, actually.
Thank you very much, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that.
Thank you. That's awesome. That's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. We appreciate it.
That necklace is currently up on Etsy right now, but if nobody falls in love with it right now, it will be put on the website. That one's going to be dropping tomorrow. It's an amethyst star. Then we have an amethyst moon.
That one's my favorite.
That one I love. My mom put a lot of love into these necklaces. Then we have labradorite. We have a beautiful lab that's going to be going up. All sorts of things. That's actually a rhodonite. What's really interesting is there's like no black spots on it or brown spots. So it's like just purely the pink of the rhodonite, which is super pretty. Then there's like a teaser for some of our haunted haunted location piece necklaces. So we put the haunted location piece like in a resin, and then we hand wire wrapped it. So it fits in with all the other necklaces we have.
Yeah, so I think it was really cool.
It's wicked cool. I mean, the thing about resin is you're going to have like bubbles in it in certain spots. We're working on that to try to get as minimal bubble as possible, but it kind of looks cool. It looks like it's just floating.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool.
I think it's cool personally.
And big disclaimer, the pieces of the haunted locations that are in these necklaces were obtained legally with permission.
Please don't trespass at these locations. Don't take anything that you don't have permission to take. I promise we got permission. Okay? So please do not go and take anything from these locations. All right?
Yeah. So that's coming up on Saturday, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so nervous.
Yeah,
I'm getting so nervous.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. So that's pretty much all we've been up to. Of course, we've been uploading the videos. If you haven't watched our most recent video, we just put an investigation video up about Heartstuff Hall in Rockland, Massachusetts. We investigated with Satori's brothers, Austin and Logan, and it was fun. It was a good time.
But we lost a lot of the footage from the first night, so we had to recover what we could and then build the video as it happened, where you guys can see what we still had. And we went back and investigated more, but it was overall a really interesting, active location.
Yeah,
I want to go back.
Probably the best Estes session that we've ever done.
It's okay. Let me tell you how creeped out I am. Hair on my arms up, okay? Like, it's that scary. Like, to watch back and see what I was saying in Estes, and some of the responses, like, in the beginning, I can see how people, like, if Cody's standing right next to me and me getting responses, how people will be like, oh, well, she could have heard it. there are points where Cody goes to the like end of the firing range in the basement, and I'm giving like directions and direct answers, and it's so creepy because in the moment I'm like, this makes no sense. None of this is making sense to me. And then watching it back and just seeing how I saw how freaked out Cody was when I took the headphones and the goggles off.
Yeah,
but
it was crazy.
Watching it back is even freakier.
It was crazy. And then we got an awesome catch in the basement. I won't give it away if you haven't seen it, so go check it out. It was a really cool place, and we look forward to getting back there again.
I think the spirits were messing with us at that location a
Yeah,
little bit. I definitely think they were messing with us.
Big time.
But
Big time. So also real quick, I saw someone comment, definitely our thoughts are with those in Los Angeles area going through what they're going through right now is horrible. Definitely if you're somebody that's into sending, good vibes and thoughts and stuff like that and prayers, definitely do that.
we didn't hook one up, but I do see some pages. If you go on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff, there are pages that are dedicated to collecting donations for those who have lost their homes and a lot of other things that are important to them in the fires. So please, if you're willing to donate to that cause, search it up, donate to, even if it's just the teams that go out there and help recover things, help people that have lost everything, just anything you guys can do would be greatly appreciated.
Cool. All right. So let's jump into the show. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. This show is not your usual type of interview type show. It's the place where Satori and I like to have a little fun and we learn a little bit about each other.
We're sorry.
And it's a good time, at least for us. It might be really boring to you. We have a good time.
I don't think so. I mean, these people, I don't know how they've stuck it out with us so long. I
know. Right?
I think they kind of watch, and it's so bad that they can't look away.
Yeah,
that's what I think is happening.
Yeah, I've heard. I've read a lot of comments, even with our videos, of people saying that they love seeing me get hurt and stuff.
Oh man, we should have planned something like that for tonight. I feel so bad now. Sorry guys, we don't have any flying water bottles or anything like that.
We do have a video coming up though that
is that going to be the next one or the one after?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. There's one where my brother Austin's involved. Patrons know they got a little bit of a teaser beforehand. I will say it involves violence, but in the best way. So.
And speaking of patrons, a huge shout out to them. The show wouldn't be possible without them. We have a lot of them, which I'm surprised about. Thank you guys. We have 3 pages of them. So
we appreciate you all. I don't know what you guys see in us, but thank you for giving us a chance. Thank you for enjoying our content. And honestly, it's all going towards hopefully opening our museum soon. So thank you.
We have some new ones there. Kelly, Jessica, Jason, Angela, Aussie True Crime, Ann and Tom, and Jennifer. So thank you guys. You guys will be able to watch the bonus show after this show, which starts at 9:15 Eastern, which is going to be a good time. More laid back, and we get to talk to everybody more one-on-one, which is fun. So. All right, so this show has a few different segments. We're going to jump into the first segment right now, which is where we show you an object from our museum.
All right, let's go. Which one did you choose?
All right, I grabbed a doll this time.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to put up a picture of the object first. So I have the case file right here. So one of the tiers on our Patreon museum membership program is we send you a case file just like this one once a month. And it's kind of cool. You get to read over it and see the details of the case. So we usually pick one of those out for this show that we've already sent out to patrons. And we read a couple little bullet points from the case file, just so you get an idea of what's going on with the object. So I'm going to put a picture of the object up on the screen so you can see it. And we always love to ask if you're sensitive, if you claim that you're a medium, or you can sense things off looking at pictures and things like that. Even if you're not sensitive, whatever word pops into your head when you see this object, type it in the comments. We'd love to hear it and see if everyone else is kind of getting similar thoughts. Everyone's kind of riding the same wavelength. So I'm going to put it up here. Let me know what you think. Here it comes. You're not going to get possessed by looking at this thing. I promise. There it is.
I like seeing faces off camera from behind the scenes of the show, and she knows I'm talking about her.
So there it is. It's a doll. Porcelain face and hands, and kind of a crooked neck there. So we're going to read a few bullet points from the case file here. Like most objects, we get an email that's sent to us through our website, and usually, they're looking for some sort of help. So here's the email that was sent to us on August 14th of 2023. Hey there. Not sure if this is the correct way to go about this. I have never had an issue like this, and I'm hoping you or someone you know could possibly help me. Long story short, I purchased the doll on eBay as a decoration for my house, and I need to get rid of it ASAP. Could someone please contact me to tell me what I should do? Thank you. Blank. We always keep the name confidential. So someone bought a doll off eBay.
We say a lot of a lot of things that come to the museum are purchases from like antique stores, thrift stores, things like that. But there are people who have purchased things that have been passed around like online.
And the thing with this object, so there are a lot of eBay listings, trying to sell haunted dolls or haunted objects. This was not one of them. This was just a Victorian doll that was listed.
You.
Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't want to interrupt you, so I stopped mid because I was like, oh, I don't want to be that person. How was the object obtained? The client started the conversation by stating that her entire house is themed Victorian Gothic, which I love that aesthetic. Love that. She states that she loves to always change the decorations in each room of her home for the seasons. She frequently searches eBay and Marketplace to find unusual and unique pieces that she can decorate with. One evening, a few weeks ago, she was searching eBay and found this doll labeled Morning Doll on the listing. She immediately was intrigued by the clothing it was wearing and thought that the doll would look great as a centerpiece for one of her mantles. She then placed a bid on the doll, and to her surprise, she was the one and only bid, and she won the doll. It was meant to happen.
Well,
do you want me to do this section too?
Sure.
Why do you think the object is the cause of the paranormal activity? Why are you looking at me? You keep looking at me.
All right, I'll look this way.
No, I like when you look at me. The client states that the activity that... Sorry. No, stop. Cody, I can't concentrate when you're acting like this. I can't concentrate when you're acting like this. It's just different to have you look at me without doing this. Like, it's nice that... like when you're fed up with me. The client states that the activity... activity that her and her boyfriend have been dealing with is 100% caused by the doll coming into her home. As she states that when the doll arrived, she pulled into her driveway to see a box sitting on her front step. When she approached the box, she noticed that it looked like it had been dragged behind the truck that brought it there. She states that it was wet, stained, ripped, and smashed in spots. Upon opening what was left of the box, she was relieved to find that the doll was untouched, but she immediately got a strange feeling when seeing it in person for the first time. After staring at it for a few seconds, she placed it back down in the scraps of the box and walked away for a few minutes. Stop it! She states that looking back, this was the first sign that something was off. You need to cut that out right now.
Unexplained illness. Massive headaches, migraines. The client states that her and her boyfriend have taken medicine for headaches more than ever. Neither of them realized that they started only after the doll arrived until this interview. Unexplained odors. The client states that her boyfriend has smelled a strong perfume smell on multiple occasions. She explains that it always is in the same room that the doll is in. She even went as far as to smell the doll to make sure it wasn't sprayed with something, and she states that she could not smell perfume at all. Hi. Manipulation of objects. Upon entering...
Yeah, it's not so nice.
I'll be fine, watch.
Okay.
I just have to get in the mode here.
Get in the mode? Okay.
Manipulation of objects. Upon entering the room with the doll, they looked around the room for a few minutes, trying to figure out where the sound was coming from. Eventually, the client looked at the doll on the mantel and screamed. The doll now looked like it had a broken neck. Hours before, this is a quote, hours before the doll was standing perfectly upright, and now the head and neck are leaning hard to the left. The experience freaked them both out, to say the least. Then, they then shut the lights out in the room, walked out, and shut the door behind them. The door remained shut during this interview. They both claim that they continued to hear that tap sound, but refused to open the door to check.
You did good.
Your turn.
You did good. Apparitions, visual anomalies. Both the boyfriend and the client have seen what looks like shadows darting around the home on 2 evenings. The client states that they both work during the day and usually are only home at night. They tend to usually eat dinner and then watch TV. On 2 different evenings, they both... Here's Cody's Massachusetts talking. On 2 different evenings, they both seen the same shadow. They both saw the same shadow figure move from left to right. They state that because how fast it moved, they are unable to make out any features, just that it was a tall, human-shaped shadow.
Last one here. Important update. Thursday, August 24th, 2023. Today, upon entering the museum, we checked on the doll in the quarantine room and found it now laying down on its table. We have no explanation as to how this happened. Client follow-up Sunday, August 27th of 2023. Today, Satori and I were able to speak with our client and her boyfriend on the phone. She states that she is so grateful that things seem to be back to normal for them. They both stated that they have not smelled any perfume or heard that tapping sound again. They stated that the house overall feels a lot, quote, lighter now than when the doll was still there. With that being said, the client is still adamant that she will never purchase anything on eBay or at auction ever again.
I see one. We won't give the whole case file away, so we just gave you points from the case file, just so you guys know. I see a comment from Sue saying, I fully believe Satori shapeshifts into a frog at night and then spies on us. And that
How'd you know that?
I can't tell you if I do or don't. Just it's an interesting comment.
Absolutely does.
That was the most loud straw noise when I was taking a sip of that.
Oh.
That was infuriatingly loud. Well, that was the case file.
That was the case file. I'll put a picture up one more time so you guys can see
or a
it.
teaser of a case file.
Yeah, teaser of the case file. So yeah, a lot of interesting things like that. And of course, if you guys have any questions throughout the show, throughout the rest of the show, feel free to ask them. We have a few questions here already we'll kind of catch up on. One here is from, here's one from Mary. Let's do this. So do you smell a perfume now? So we do get scents of perfume in the museum, but now that everything is kind of mixed together, it's hard to pinpoint what activity belongs to what object. As you can imagine, you have hundreds of things all in the same area. It's hard to pinpoint where things are coming from. While the object was in quarantine, we didn't really experience that.
I was going back to our quarantine notes to see if we reported at the time.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything.
No. So if it was to happen now, it would be very difficult to pinpoint it 100%.
We have to look back at our files and our notes because we have so many items now. We have to keep track of everyone. So
here's a question from Glenn. How is your brothers and where were they when you guys did the method?
My brothers are great. They're doing great. There were 2 times we did the method. Is he talking about our communication method, I assume?
Probably,
with the sounds. The first time we did it, Austin was with us. I don't know. I don't believe Logan was there. I don't believe.
He was doing another session with...
Logan was like in the basement.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
The second time we did a session was just with us, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not I didn't put that in the episode.
You didn't put that in the episode. It was a quick thing because we thought we lost the first session, so we were just trying to get the spirits back. But it was just, we had already gotten the information the night before, and we were kind of like, should we even put this in? Because we already got the information the night before and we're kind of starting from the middle. But we actually were able to recover the session we did on the first night. So that's the one we used.
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple more questions here. Anthony, Haunted jewelry, I'm in.
Yes, we do have haunted jewelry going up. Merch we are working on, but we don't have merch up besides just like signatures and things like that, photos with signatures. That's all we have up right now, but
We're working on it.
we're working on some fun things. So stay tuned in the next couple months.
Sue asked if there's any jasper stones.
We do have jasper. I can just double check right now what we have on there.
And here's a question from Laurel. Have you ever seen anything like that before? You think it's one of a kind? I'm guessing she's referring to the shadow in the basement. So,
or the doll.
maybe, I'm not sure. So with the doll, I'll answer both. So with the doll, we have, you know, heard of stories like that. We have, I mean, with the dolls, dolls are by quantity the most haunted item we have inside of the museum. And are all of them haunted? Absolutely not. But the most stories and the most type of object is dolls. So there are similar stories. Once you have, you know, a number of things that gets, you know, over 100, of course, some of them are going to be similar. So we do have similar stories to the doll. So we do have similar ones, similar objects that emit smells. That's common. Another part of this case file is they heard tapping sounds. We didn't really get into that part yet in the case file, but the tapping sounds very common. People purchasing dolls off eBay is also very common. More times these days they're purchasing them because it says haunted object. I definitely recommend staying away from that stuff. Don't purchase something on eBay that says haunted whatever, because most likely it's a scam. People trying to make money. They probably pick the thing up at like a thrift store or something for a couple bucks and are trying to sell it for, you know, $100 to try making money, and they make up a story. So be careful of that stuff. I know there was like a little scam going around most recently of somebody trying to sell stuff from from like the Conjuring house and stuff like that. And, you know, we know for a fact that that stuff did not come from that house. So, so be careful of stuff like that on the internet for sure. So public service announcement.
For the Jasper question, I do not have any Jasper necklaces this time around, but I do have chalcedony necklaces, which chalcedony, a Jasper is pretty much an opaque kind of chalcedony. So I do have chalcedony that will be up. I also do have like ocean jasper and other forms of jasper going up in the crystal section of the website. So I have different forms of jasper there as well.
Life is Laughable. Are you guys coming to New Jersey Paranormal? Yes, we do have at least one that is currently booked. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I know it's going to be somewhere around May. So email them and see if you can you know, get on an email list or get notified when the tickets go up for sale for that.
I love doing the events in New Jersey. Also, I love doing investigation events and things like that. And we have a couple that we're planning right now. So if you guys want to come with us on an investigation, we're going to be doing some different locations we're super excited for.
Thanks, Kathy. Not announced yet, but it's coming up. It's coming up. Ann and Tom, Patreon members, what is your favorite crystal?
Labradorite. That's my favorite crystal. I love the colors of labradorite. For some reason, I just feel very connected to labradorite. I love that stone. I also love, I'm a big fluorite if it has purple in it. Purple and like a deep green. I love fluorite like that as well. Do you have a favorite? I also love the feeling of calcite. I love the feeling of calcite. I'm obsessed with crystals. Do you have a favorite one?
Tiger's eye.
I knew you were going to say that.
I like all colors. I like the blue tiger's eye. I like the red tiger's eye.
I have a
regular tiger's eye.
I have tiger's eye necklaces going up, but I also have, my mom made this gorgeous red tiger's eye ring.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if I sent it to you. I don't know if you put it up, but I might have missed it. It's going to be on the website. If you go to rings, it's the one on the far end right there. It's a red tiger's eye. Sure, you can show it if you want. It's going to be, oh my gosh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Whoa! What just happened? How does this work?
There it is.
So there's another photo too. I don't know if you can click the other one to see it from the side. It is just so pretty. And the work my mom put into it, and she antiqued it, like she aged it
Looks
as
like
well.
an eyeball.
It's just so, it looks like this gothic vampire-y, like it just, I love it. And it flashes so pretty.
Wow.
I love it. I just wanted to show it because I love Red Tiger's Eye.
That's
I
cool.
love Red Tiger's
Yeah, I
Eye.
do too. I like red and blue. Wow. All right, they're coming in here. Do you do meetups? Well, we go to different like paranormal conventions and we do different events and stuff. So stay tuned for that. And you know, we can maybe meet you at one of them if we haven't yet. So that'd be cool. We're always posting on our Facebook and stuff like that. Our website's paranormalcouple.com, but it's currently being redone, so it's out of date right now. But hopefully that should be back up and running.
It is
pretty
out of
soon.
date. It is very much out of date.
All right, we're going to move on to our next segment. And then if you guys have any other questions, of course, we have the great Erin and the great Ken behind the scenes that are going to put a little star next to them so we can answer them in between segments here. So we're going to jump into our next segment, which is a fun one.
Oh my gosh. It's hard enough to keep track of all the things I have to keep track of, but you don't keep track of the things you need to keep track of. It was right in front of you.
What's going on with my hair?
What do you mean?
It's taking a right turn. The heck?
Okay, so for people that don't know this segment, what it is we create questions for each other. Well, okay, chill out. You look like you're about to give a sick rap. We write questions.
Probably better than most rappers out there.
For each other. Stop throwing shade at people. And we have to ask each other questions live, and our responses are in real time. So you guys get our stupid responses in real time. It took me a minute to understand what you meant by that. I meant like to other rappers, but I understand what you meant by that now. Okay, who's going first?
Ladies first.
Okay. So let's say you pass away. All right. No, just hear me out. And can only communicate using like short cryptic messages or activity, like little things. Okay. How would you let me know that it's you? What would be something where I'm like, yep.
Bub.
Good. You'd say bub a lot? Yeah, that's true. Bub makes sense.
Bub.
But like, would you like make something like move or appear, or would you do like some sort of activity besides voices? You know what I would do? You'd just be sitting there chilling out. All of a sudden, you'd see a rock go. Whoop.
Oh yeah, I would know. That
and you'd be like, "Yep, it's her. It's her."
I don't know that was you.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything that kind of stands out as me.
Mountain Dew bottles would just pile up everywhere.
Room?
Just like I'd wake up in the morning and come to the kitchen and see Mountain Dew bottles stacked. I think that would be you.
Poltergeist Mountain Dew?
Yeah, or Elvis would just play nonstop.
Yeah, I'd hack all the Alexas.
Yeah, everyone would be like, is it the ghost of Elvis? I'm like, no, it's Cody.
Just Cody.
Just Cody.
My turn.
Okay.
What would your ghost name be if you had to haunt someone?
And I can't use my actual name?
No.
What would my ghost name be?
Yeah.
Like, give me an example. What would your ghost name be? Shithead.
No.
I don't know.
Like Cody the Cool Spectre.
That's not that's not what I would call you. I don't know. Does somebody else you guys need to chill out. You need to chill out. Okay, I'll go with that one, I guess, because I can't think of another one. Why does everybody say I look like a frog? And everybody makes frog jokes about me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I look like a frog?
Mm-mm.
You say I look like a frog.
If you make a frog face.
What? That makes no sense.
You make a face up.
Okay.
Frog face.
If an alien abducted us, let's say an alien abducted us, what embarrassing thing about me would you tell them?
Oh my gosh.
Or like something that, you know, like
That everything has to be even numbers.
that's not really embarrassing.
Sure it is.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of that would
Okay.
be on that level.
Okay.
Everything has to be even numbers. Nothing can be odd. She even counts her string beans. Has to be an even number of string beans.
You're making that up. I don't always do stuff like that. It's not
Always.
that bad.
But you have.
That's not important. No, that's not embarrassing. But okay, that's
What
fine.
about me?
There's so many things.
All right, never mind. I don't want to. Let's keep going. You find a genie trapped in an ancient lamp, but every wish has a paranormal twist. What's your first wish?
Oh, but I have to be prepared for them to twist it around on me. I would ask for I want like a successful museum to open, but I also don't want it to turn out like the last time we tried to open a museum. So how would I phrase it where nothing could go wrong? Or you know what I'm saying?
Could I please have a fireproof museum?
Well, thankfully the items weren't in there and we weren't even there when it happened. I would have been more devastated if I saw it first happen. But I think, I don't know. I would say, like, you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? How would I phrase it where it doesn't get us into like a situation like that? You have a safety bubble around your museum. Yeah, a successful haunted museum with a safety bubble. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
You're possessed by a ghost that makes you sing a song all the time, and it has to be one song.
I kind of already do that.
What is your go-to song?
The ghost is Elvis. And I always sing All Shook Up all the time. It's my go-to song.
But you sing a lot of songs.
My go-to one, like it's almost like a habit. Well, the bless a man's soul, what's wrong with me?
That is
I'm
true.
missing
You
like a
sing
man
that a
on a
lot.
fuzzy tree.
Can you imagine?
My friends say I'm doing wise.
Can you imagine being in like this really scary like YouTuber ghost hunter scenario where it's like you're just stuck in this haunted abandoned building in the dark. You're possessed somewhere and all of a sudden you hear down the hall.
Well, the bless a man's soul, what's wrong?
You'd be like, oh my god. As you hear that, you hear like foot slapping noises like he's running towards you in the darkness. Like that would be absolutely terrifying. Like found footage worthy terrifying.
Jojo said Baby Shark.
Oh my. Can you imagine it like creepy and slow though? Like baby shark.
Oh yeah, that'd be creepy.
Like in the darkness. That would be terrifying. That's terrifying.
Oh, well, bless a man's soul, what's wrong with me? I'm missing like a man on a fuzzy
You'd be
tree.
so scared, but also
Man,
confused. Like, are you possessed by Elvis? Are you just a good Elvis impersonator? Are you like your brain would be doing a million things at once if I heard that? Like, at least with Baby Shark, I'd be like, oh my god, there's a demonic child possessing this person right now. But
oh, well, bless a man's soul, what's wrong with me? I'm missing
People
like a
like your
man on
Elvis
a fuzzy
impersonation.
tree. My friends say I'm acting a wise bug. I'm in love. Come on, forget.
Cody.
Well,
Cody's good at singing Elvis. He's also good at impersonating Elvis.
treat me like a fool. who's treating me.
Do you have another one for me, or are we done?
Oh, but love me. Break my faithful heart. Tear it all apart. Oh, but love me.
Cody!
All right. What's your survival plan if a haunted doll starts following us everywhere?
I wouldn't have one. It's like you're just signing up to fail. I don't know if I would have a survival plan. Everywhere I would go, it would show up. How haunted are we talking? Like it just appears places, or does it come to life and interact like a person? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, is it one of those items where it just like disappears and reappears somewhere, or does it move like a person and have the limitations of a person?
I guess it can move like a person. Or
lock all the doors, all the windows, and pray. That's my survival plan. Because if it came out of the museum and just was like Chucky come to life, I don't know, because that's different than anything else we have in the museum. If it just was appearing places, there's no stopping it. It's gonna get where it wants to get, and that's the end of that. So I don't know if I have a survival plan.
I don't know if I do either.
Like, should we go somewhere where it's cold enough where like porcelain would break? That's if it's porcelain, and we'd have to survive.
Right.
So I don't know. Put it in a I see a lot of people are answering. I guess something else. Yeah.
It's a good point.
That's a good point.
Good point that I probably hadn't thought of before.
Some people are saying holy water, salt, sage, and a blowtorch. Other people are saying if it's like Chucky, then it's over. So there's like no survival plan.
That's what I was thinking, like a Chucky type of
Then
doll.
there's no escaping. There's nothing you can do. Everywhere you go, it's gonna find you.
We just gotta light him on fire like they did in the movie.
But
then he
isn't
still
there like
came back.
20 movies? I've never seen Chucky movie, actually.
He just keeps coming back.
He just keeps coming back. Like every other horror icon.
He just keeps coming back.
So there's nothing you can do. Did they ever try doing an exorcism on Chucky?
I think they've done everything on Chucky. He still
Really?
keeps coming back. They literally burned him.
But like if it's a spirit inside of it, is that the concept?
Yeah, the whole thing was a guy put his spirit inside of it.
Then why did they do an exorcism? I don't know about this. People need to answer this for me. Did they do an
I
exorcism?
don't know if they've done an exorcism. I haven't seen all of the movies. I've only seen like the first 3.
Well, then you're not gonna recover. You're gone.
That's a good idea. Throw the doll in a safe.
And then you just bury it.
Throw the safe with the fishes.
True.
Bring a fake wall to hide behind. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh. They gave Chucky a witch for a girlfriend. That sounds like a pretty cool plot line, to be honest. Hi, Wyoming Valley Ghost Tours. I see them in the chat.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't know. My survival plan, not survive, because I know it's gonna happen. I think we're done. Are we done?
We can be.
I have one more, but it's kind of just...
What is it?
You can team up with one cryptid to fight like a common enemy. Like, let's say there's like a zombie apocalypse or the end of days. You can go with a cryptid to fight with you on your team. What cryptid and why?
The Mongolian worm.
Why?
Because I could ride that thing and it would just eat the stuff.
Okay.
Like, put a saddle on it.
I thought you were gonna say that little thing you like.
A squonk?
A squonk.
No, he's not gonna help out. He always cries. He gets sad. A Mongolian death worm. It would just eat you.
Do they categorize aliens as cryptids or not?
I guess some people do.
I'm not in the cryptid field. I know about cryptids, but I'm not in like... I would choose an alien if it was counting, because their science and technology is better. If not, probably like a I don't know, Bigfoot. I don't know. I can't think of any other creature, really.
Yeah, I would definitely go with the worm.
Okay.
Yeah, very similar, Alan. Very
Okay.
similar. Yeah, look up the
People are saying
Mongolian death worm.
werewolves. People are saying werewolves. That's a good idea. Mothman. That's a good one. Okay, Potter. Honestly, true.
All right, we need to move on.
Okay.
We need to move on.
Got some good ideas here.
Let's see if
Dracula.
there's any questions before we. Barbara, you going to the Ohio State Parapsychon? Yes, we will be there.
We are, and
We
I
will be there.
think there's going to be a thing that they're auctioning on at the convention where you can win the chance to do an escape room with us and John Zaffis. Can you imagine us and John Zaffis doing an escape room? And just how utterly chaotic that's going to be. We're going to be there. It's going to be a great time. Look into it on the Parapsychon website.
And we are going to be bringing something there brand new.
Yeah?
To Parapsychon.
Oh, it's our first time doing it at Parapsychon. Yes, we can do that.
Which is a big surprise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Good question. Beth, do you carry a pendulum holder? New to you too. I need to go join in Patreon.
Pendulum holder. I don't have one right now, but I can definitely look into it.
I have like a little bag for mine.
I have
like a little one of those little cloth bags with the drawstrings.
I use a bowl. I have like the stone bowl.
I keep mine under my pillow though, because that's what you told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I have mine a little bag under my pillow, and supposedly that's supposed to give some good juju to you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I love when you describe things. Oh my gosh, we talk so much the show's almost over.
That's all right, we're good. Let's see. You have to read it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Satori question. I'm sorry.
Satori question. How did you first notice signs when you're noticing you can contact spirits?
Like when I first realized we could communicate with spirits?
Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah.
My family would say that I've been able to do some weird things my entire life. I have never noticed those things personally. I'm very, as funny as it sounds, I'm pretty skeptical of things unless I experience it myself. So the first time I noticed that there was like direct answers I could not figure out an answer to, a logical explanation to, was when I met Cody. Again, we both had our own paranormal experiences before we met. So when I met Cody and just the sounds we were hearing, we were getting voices, sometimes lights were doing weird things. Like, I think it's just energy mixing personally. And I think that if we came into contact with other people that had that right energy, I think it's like a reaction. And I think the same thing could happen with other people.
Yeah.
But that's the first time I noticed anything I couldn't explain or just like shrug off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Agree. John, has anyone done a ghost hunt in the Elvis Presley house in Graceland? I do know of one investigation happening. It was very private, and I can't say who conducted it, but I do know of something happening there in the 70s, late 70s. All right, so we're going to move on to our next segment.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. You ready? This one's all you.
Okay. Whoa, my gosh. Chill out there, man. Chill out. All right. So for people that don't know this segment, I like to, as a hobby, read oracle cards and advice cards. So if you'd like to have cards read, put in the chat me, just say me, and a couple people, one or two, will be chosen this show. If you are not chosen, the next time we do the show, we'll do it again. So we do it every show. Also on Patreon bonus shows, I like to sometimes draw cards for people if they ask. So keep that in mind as well. So I will not be choosing. Somebody behind the show will be choosing.
Oh, we got one.
All right, here we go. So I'm just going to give some generic cards and tell you what they mean.
We'll see if we can fit at least two in here.
All right, let me get a couple here.
Anna.
Okay, so first card I got was confidence. Usually this card comes through when it's somebody or the universe kind of saying you need to have more confidence in yourself moving forward. This could be in relation to a decision. Something's going to happen in the near future where you're going to have to be strong and confident in your abilities moving forward and what you can do. I did get like a life purpose card. And I also got a healing card. So that's making me think you're meant to help people, or you are going to have something happen in the near future where you are going to be a key variable in helping someone. Cool. Even if you don't realize that. Empowerment. You're going to have confidence and realize that you can do some pretty amazing things. You may not even know what you can do yet. You may not have tapped into it fully. It is in relation to healing, helping people, intuition, things like that. So definitely look into that a little bit further because it's going to play a big role in something coming up in the future.
That sounds neat.
And I'm going to pull an advice card here. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings and opportunities.
Wow.
Interesting. And one more. A positive outcome requires positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situations, surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform current events. Interesting. Do you want to pull a Cody's card?
Sure. For Anna.
Yeah.
Anna. Anxiety. We surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Oh, that's a cool looking
That's
stone.
also a healing stone.
Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. So, Anna, what this card is telling me, and again, I am no professional card reader whatsoever. You probably shouldn't listen to what I'm about to say. But this is what I'm interpreting this as. So maybe whatever you're going through, maybe some anxiety comes with that. Maybe you're nervous about something. Maybe you get overwhelmed with things. What this card is saying is you need to let it go. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Life goes on. Don't let things bother you that you can't control, right? Don't let it take over your whole being. Maybe get some amethyst. That's what the card says, right?
Yeah.
Amethyst is a cool rock. Maybe put that under your pillow. And maybe that'll help you out a little bit.
Jojo says, tell anxiety to go on and get
out of here.
You also got to be careful. Don't damage my cards.
I didn't. I just threw it over there.
Yeah, you threw it.
It was a performance art.
It was definitely performance. It definitely was a performance art. Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, let's do another one.
Okay, we'll do one more. All right, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. Again.
Amanda.
Let's see here. Ooh, okay. I just got a willpower card and a travel card. So willpower, just, have that confidence, have that determination, have that willpower moving forward. You can do some pretty amazing things if you put your mind to it. Travel. This could mean physical travel. This could mean the kind of travel where it's like you're going to be going on adventures and new opportunities and new places and things like that. Or this could mean a more metaphysical travel. You may be traveling in a higher consciousness, kind of traveling and experiencing new things in the coming future spiritually. So hold on to the travel card. I also got a card that says you will need strength moving forward. Something is going to come to you. It may be a struggle. There may be some obstacles. You're going to have a lot of strength to really push forward, be strong for yourself. I also got the answers card. So usually that card happens when it's saying, there may be some things that you don't have answers to right now, or something that may happen where you're like, I wish I had a solution and answer, some better understanding or clarity on the situation. Answers are going to be coming to you in the future. Okay, so hold on to those cards as well. So it seems like there's kind of some mystery going on here. It was giving like bits and pieces, like travel, willpower, strength. You're going to need that moving forward. Like, things like that. And answers, you're going to get answers to something. So that's very interesting.
That's awesome.
Let's see here. Transformation. Through the great love that holds you in its embrace, you are moment by moment transforming to ever greater light, ever greater oneness, and ever greater wisdom. So some sort of clarity, answers, you're moving forward and getting stronger from it. Disharmony occurs when we try to resist life's natural flow. Everything has its cycle. Every stage of life has its own unique meaning and purpose. Every day can be harmonious if we want it to be.
Harmonious.
Yeah.
That's a cool word.
Yeah.
Harmonious.
Yeah. You want to do a Cody's card?
All right, Amanda. Let's see here. Amanda. Oh, look at this one. Just flipped over. Let's see what it is. Trust. This one flew out. Kind of flipped itself over. So it has to be yours, Amanda. All will work out well. We, your angels or your guides, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. So basically what this card is telling me, Amanda, and this is for you, that you have some guides that are watching over you. You always have to remember that no matter what you're going through, there's people on the other side that are watching over you, and they're there with you every step of the way. You may not feel it. Maybe the times that you feel alone, just know that you're not alone. There's people on the other side that are there with you every step of the way, holding your hand, making sure you get through it all. So that should give you some confidence that everything's going to be okay in the end, and you have nothing to worry about. No matter how deep in that hole you may feel, you're going to get out of it because they're throwing down a rope for you to climb out. So remember that, and everything should be just fine. And trust in them. Trust in them. And I'm going to throw it.
Oh, hey, be careful there, bud. Be careful. Patreon, we will be doing more. It's down below right here on the screen. So we will be doing some more readings on there if anybody is interested as well. It all goes towards the museum.
Yeah, but don't feel obligated. You can join for as little as $3. So don't feel obligated.
Oh, we're so sorry for what you're about to experience.
All right, I believe we have one more segment left to do.
We do.
And
we might go over time.
Might go over a couple minutes. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, so let's jump into it.
Okay.
This one's the best one. I like this one.
Whee! I think I have the right one. Yes, I have the right one. So for people that don't know the segment, really quick, this is called, I already forgot the name because it's New Year and I'm off.
Guess who?
Paranormal Guess Who. So what we do in this segment is we have these handy dandy little paddles here with our pronouns on them, and we're going to answer some of your questions that you guys gave to us. So let's jump right in here. I saw one that was really funny. Who's most likely to drop equipment during an investigation?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah, I'm kind of clumsy. Who's most likely to befriend Bigfoot if he came up to you and started a conversation?
3, 2, 1. Me?
No, I meant this one, and it came up as this one.
Yeah,
Me.
I'm not gonna become. You're gonna. Be
Yeah, that would be me.
You'd become friends with a rock if you could.
Who tells the best jokes?
The best jokes?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know it. I am the funny one. I'm also the most problematic one.
Satori makes good jokes. Everyone just laughs at me when I'm acting normal.
But also some of my jokes, I can be mean. Who is most likely to attract water bottles to the face repeatedly? What?
Who asked that?
I'm not gonna rat them out. 1, 2, 3. Who's most likely to photobomb someone's picture? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Maybe on accident I do a lot. Because, like, some people tag photos on Facebook, and it'll be like, a photo that you're in is on Facebook. Check it out. It's me in the background, like, eating something, just like, it's like recognized my face. Yeah, I'll do that a lot. Who's most likely to want to stay in rather than go out? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because you want to do all these adventures all the time. And that's not...
I like going on adventures.
It's just kind of... Who's most likely to admit when they mess up? 1, 2, 3. Who's most likely?
Not going there. Not going there.
Who's most likely to eat a worm? 1, 2, 3. No, I could not. The texture, I would throw up. I would throw up.
I would if I had to. If I had to survive, I'd eat a worm. But not a Mongolian death worm.
No.
He'd eat me.
Who's most likely to prank the other? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And they're mean pranks.
Not all the time. Sometimes it's just funny stuff.
You both are walking in the forest, and out of nowhere, an extraterrestrial ship lowers and an occupant comes out. It telepathically asks you to come aboard to go on a trip to the moon and back. Which one of you would go?
Oh, okay. Ready, set,
1.
go.
Yeah, I would be like, I need your credentials. Like, I need to know that you're not just going to bring me back to planet beep boop beep or wherever you're from, and I'm never going to come back here again. You know? You know? Yeah, that's pretty much.
True statement.
That's pretty much it.
That was it.
Who's more likely to cry at the movies?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
That is not true.
Me.
You know that's not true. We'll be watching something and I'll look over and be like, this is so cute. And I'll look over at him and he's like,
No. That's not true. That is not true.
You know, you'll be in the dark of the movie theater and you'll just hear.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Planet beep boop beep. Yeah, I know. Beep,
That's not
bibbity
true.
bobbity boopy or wherever it is. I don't know.
Not true.
Well, guys, that is the end of our show. We talked a lot tonight. And we will see you not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And
2 weeks.
another video drops on Tuesday. So stay tuned.
So if you want to
for
watch
that.
the bonus show, it starts in less than 15 minutes. Go to the address down below in the description, and it's scrolling across the bottom. We have patreon.com/hauntedmuseum. It starts at 9:15. We're probably going to be doing some more card readings this evening. If you want to jump in that, feel free. You also have access to watch all of the previous bonus shows. There's at least, I don't know, close to 30 of them. So definitely check that out as well. And tomorrow night, Satori's store.
My
is
store,
dropping.
handmadebyhaws.com, dropping for the first time. So please check it out.
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
Sign up on the email list if you go to that website, handmadebyhaws.com. Sign up to get the emails, and you'll be alerted when the drop is happening. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. See you in 2 weeks. Adios.
Bye, guys. Love you all.
I didn't hit the button.
No, you didn't. I was
There we
waiting.
go. Ready?
Bye, guys.